Wayne Rooney has scored 11 goals for Everton since his return to Goodison Park last summer and is Manchester United and England's record goal scorer. Wayne Rooney, if and when he completes his move from Everton to DC United, should be able to reflect on a magnificent career for Manchester United and England. Rooney's return to Goodison Park after a trophy-laden 13-year stay at United has not provided the fairy-tale Premier League finale he desired, but for some, he has never been able to shake the underachiever tag. His career is portrayed in some quarters as one of underachievement, perhaps viewed through the prism of his emergence as a brilliant 16-year-old at Everton in 2002 and with England at Euro 2004 in Portugal. He may not have reached the levels of greatness as a player which were expected back then, but countless footballers around the globe would love to underachieve in the same manner as Wayne Rooney. At WebKit keyframe spinner rotate from WebKit transform rotate 0 deg to WebKit transform rotate 360 deg. At Moz keyframe spinner rotate from Moz transform rotate 0 deg to Moz transform rotate 360 deg. At MS keyframe spinner rotate from MS transform rotate 0 deg to MS transform rotate 360 deg. BBC News visual journalism loading spinner display block margin 10px auto width 33px height 33px max width 33px. WebKit animation name spinner rotate. WebKit animation duration 5s. WebKit animation iteration count infinite. WebKit animation timing function linear. Moz animation name spinner rotate. Moz animation duration 5s. Moz animation iteration count infinite. Moz animation timing function linear. MS animation name spinner rotate. MS animation do R0L go DLHIQI almp DWDW8 back a keg IICG HBWCKCGO.WMFBQULCWSGBGA back ODG4JCQK op YHC1H nut BXRHV1QPD94CG2V0IGJLZ2 loop PSLVU78IGLKPSJXNU0WTXBDZWHPSHPYZVN6TLRJEMTJO KPZ4GPHG6E-G9IZ-ZXRHYIGDP4BXB0S0IQWRVMUGW1 KNVCMUGNS4ZLWMWMTAG NJXLCAMDALZALZA2LTE0OU2OG3 ICIG8CMRMOLGRIB4BPZGY9 IMH0DHAR6Li93D3 KUJNG3JNLZE50TKVMD of MJITCMRMLXN5BNRHEC1UCMI8CMRM OKRLC29XB019UIHJKZJPHM91 DD0IEB4BWXUCZP4BX89IMH0DHAR6Li9 UCIV20VGFWLZ UMC8IHHTBG50VBN MUI29TL3HHCC8XLJAV9ZWF0BWXUCZP4BXB91CMNL MVM EIG1WOKNIZEWB3JUB29SPSJBZG9DB3NOB3AG Q1M2ICHNYWNPBNR-VC2GPEB4BXBNTTPJBNN0YW5JZLEPSJFORBXIWLKOFFOTCWNTGZMDLCMJXRTQ4MDU3 RTHBRKXMJOEEB4BXBNTTPE. He is also England's all-time record goal scorer with 53 goals in 119 games, eclipsing Sir Bobby Charlton in the record books both times: the Champions League, Europa League, FA Cup and 3 League Cups. Rooney will have his England record dissected and there are undoubtedly flaws. Rooney is a Premier League great. These are the statistics that make a nonsense of any argument suggesting he was not a Premier League great. Listen, it's too soon for Rooney to leave Premier League winter. Listen, Everton might be better off without Rooney and Allardyce. He often failed to produce at major tournaments, troubled by injury, loss of form or suspension, and he only scored his first goal at the World Cup showpiece against Uruguay and Brazil in 2014. The counter-argument, a strong one, is that others regarded as greats such as Frank Lampard and Steven Gerrard were alongside him in the same England side that failed to end the barren years, and yet they are never judged as harshly or have their contributions put into such sharp focus. Wayne Rooney scored 4 goals for England at Euro 2004 before breaking a bone in his foot against Portugal in the quarter-final. Rooney, it seemed, was always the victim of the expectations surrounding him. He was arguably England's best player at that World Cup in Brazil and also scored a crucial goal on his comeback following a ban when England beat hosts Ukraine 1-0 in Donetsk at Euro 2012 to get out of their group. There have been troubles on and off the field at different times in his career, both with Manchester United and England, but he was almost always the first name on any England team sheet for managers from Sven-Göran Eriksson to Roy Hodgson. England's current manager Gareth Southgate, who finally left Rooney out of his team as his international career drew to a close, speaks with complete respect for his willingness to assume responsibility on and off the pitch with his country, often suggesting he almost took too much on. This was the product of his inbuilt desire to lead and succeed. At Webkit keyframe spinner rotate from Webkit transform rotate 0 deg to Webkit transform rotate 360 deg. At Moz keyframe spinner rotate from Moz transform rotate 0 deg to Moz transform rotate 360 deg. At MS keyframe spinner rotate from MS transform rotate 0 deg to MS transform rotate 360 deg. BBC News visual journalism loading spinner display block margin 10px auto width 33px height 33px max width 33px. Webkit animation name spinner rotate. Webkit animation duration 5s. Webkit animation iteration count infinite. Webkit animation timing function linear. Moz animation name spinner rotate. Moz animation duration 5s. Moz animation iteration count infinite. Moz animation timing function linear. MS animation name spinner rotate. MS animation do R0L Go DLHIQI Almamp DWDW8 Baka Keg IICIG HBWCKCGO.WMFBQULCWSGBGA Beko DG4JCQK OPYHC1H NUC BXRHV1QPD94CG2V0IGJLZ2 Loop PSLVU78IIGLKPSJXNU0WTXBDZW8PSHPYZVN6TLRJEMTJ OKPZ4GPHG6EG1WBWVZero YSB4BXB0S0IQWRVMUGW1 KNVCMUGNS4ZLWMWMTIG NJUMTQ1 NJ XLCAMDALZE820TPZG9IMH0DHR693D3 of MJITCMRMLXN5BNRHEC1UCME8CMRM OKRLC29XB0 On9UIHJKZJPHM91 DD0EHR0CWV2JLLMNVBS94YXAVMS4W3NUEXBLL1JLC291CMNL MVMEIG1WOKNIZEWF0B3JUB29 SPSJBZ9IZSBQAG90B3NOB3AGQNM2ICH1YWNPBNRVC2GPEB4BXBNTTPJBNN0YW5JZLEPSJFORBXIWLKOFFOTCWNTGZMDLCMJXRTQ4MDU3 RTHBRKXMJOEEB4BXBNTTPE Rooney was always the name on their lips, mentioned with a mixture of respect and trepidation, and it was to his eternal credit and a measure of his quality that when Cristiano Ronaldo left Manchester United for Real Madrid in an £80 million deal after the 2009 Champions League final loss to Barcelona, he not only accepted the mantle of greater responsibility but flourished. The answer can be found by asking those who played with and against him as well as those who managed him and managed against him. He scored 34 goals in 44 appearances in the 2009-2010 season, driven to even greater heights of excellence by the knowledge that United relied upon him even more in the absence of the great Ronaldo. Great Premier League moments. Rooney provided plenty of those, but two have been iconic. Wayne Rooney announced himself to the Premier League by scoring the winning goal to end Arsenal's 30-game unbeaten run in October 2002. Rooney's first Premier League goal, a dipping, swerving last-minute winner past Arsenal and England keeper David Seaman from 30 yards for Everton as a 16-year-old on October 19, 2002 will be replayed as long as his name is mentioned. Wayne Rooney scores a stunning overhead kick winner for Manchester United against Manchester City in February 2011, propelling United to a 19th league title, and Manchester United supporters will recall the overhead kick he flashed past Manchester City keeper Joe Hart to score a 78th minute derby winner at Old Trafford on February 12, 2011 with equal awe. True, the Everton return has not been the victory lap he envisaged, but Rooney still produced the moments of magic to illuminate a joyless season at Goodison Park. Wayne Rooney returned to Everton last summer and completed his first hat-trick for the club against West Ham with a stunning 60-yard effort. The high point of Everton's campaign has arguably been the goal that completed his hat-trick in their 4-0 win against West Ham United in November. Driven with perfect technique and timing from inside his own half, the unfortunate Hart once more the goalkeeping victim. It is worth remembering he is Everton's leading scorer with 11 goals. Rooney's final season in the Premier League, should it prove to be so, may have been low-key in comparison to the rest of his career, but it was certainly not a failure. If he does make the move to Washington and the MLS, he will do so deservedly, taking his place among the Premier League's greats.